Hello everyone, welcome back to Killer Instinct. We've got yet another story to do. We're gonna do season 2 story. I want to do Maya's, not Tanya's or Tiara's. Why did I think it was Tanya or Tiara the last episode? Whatever. I want to do Maya's story. Also, this means I don't have to read. That is depressing. Yeah, let's see what Maya has to offer here.
Maya Fallegueros is a member of the Night Guard, an ancient order of monster hunters. In their dungeons, the order stores recovered artifacts too dangerous to use, and creatures too powerful to kill. Ultratech discovers the hidden city when a power source of unknown origin is detected within the mountain, and dispatches a force to raid the site and take its prizes for Ultratech, unwittingly unleashing an ancient evil on the world once again. Maya finds herself trapped by the raiding forces. She takes up the ancient weapons of the mad sorcerer Khan Ra, the twin daggers, Temperance, and Vengeance. Grabbing the daggers hits Maya with the power of a lightning bolt. The daggers war for control over her mind. Vengeance calls for bloodshed, and she is inclined to oblige.
What does Temperance call for? Each strike with a dagger sends Maya into agonizing pain, but she is pulled back to reality by the cries of her fallen brethren. What is my ultra combo? My ultra combo is a Hadoken kick. I hope you guys don't mind the tangents I've been on the last 2 episodes. Is she getting bigger with every strike? Or am I going nuts? I think I might be going nuts. But yeah, I've been going on tangents the last few episodes. Like, the first episode of this recording series was like all about YouTubers and people like just being mean on Twitter for no reason. Me being one of them. And then the second one was like about guest characters and like why would people want to play as what's their ultimate? Oh, she kicked him into the daggers. That was pretty sweet. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Surviving the damage, Maya finds she is living Wait, what? Why did Maya finds she is the last living Night Guard. I switched that around in my brain for some reason where I was gonna say living last instead of last living Night Guard. She must redeem her order by hunting down the unleashed monster and ensure that it doesn't happen again. Yeah, I don't know. I just like my commentary on this game is a little hard because like I'll be honest with you, I'm not the greatest fighting game character, so I can't be like, oh yeah, I'm doing this combo to do this, and that. I'm just pressing shit, and it's working. I wouldn't say I'm fully button mashing, but I would also say there's not much rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I will say I'm probably the worst at this fighting game out of all of them. Because other fighting games I actually have like somewhat, not a strategy, but like there's little things that I can do in the game that I pick up on. And in this game I haven't done that. I'll probably get better when we do Shadow Lords, because I think it will make me play as like one character throughout. Let's hit him with it again. Hit him with the 7, 7-11, 7-11. Even backdoor Little Joe. Picked up the cash flow. First Ultra Check unleashed the dangerous monster who on first Ultra Check unleashed dangerous monsters on the world, and now they create monsters of their own. Maya cannot help but think the Night Guard are needed now more than ever. Fuck. Being tired and dyslexia is not helping. But anyways, I think in the last episode I said it'd be cool to see a horror game. There was a horror-based fighting game. It was not good. I did buy it on... It's not just me. She's getting bigger, isn't she? Or is she always that tall? I mean to get the ultra combo, but whatever. Oh no, this was an ultra combo time anyways. Anyways, I was saying Dead by Daylight could make a cool fighting game, because they could just start out with all their original characters and do DLC like they do with their game and their monsters. And then like I was saying, there was a fighting game that was essentially... Why can't I pick up this dagger? That was essentially just horror, like legally distinct horror characters, but you knew who they were supposed to be. But it sucked. Like, I actually got refunded on Steam because, one, it was very hit and miss if I could get it to fucking work. Two,
you're not worthy prey.
It just would not fucking like the controls weren't really responsive at all. And then there was like another thing wrong with it that I used as examples of why I wanted my refund. But to be honest with you, I just wanted my refund because the game sucked. I was like, I'm never gonna play this again. The daggers are constantly searching for their master, Kanra. In her sleep, their magic allows Maya to see through Kanra's eyes and follow his movements. But yeah, so there was a horror game that could have done what I was saying, where like they just have their own characters and then do DLC that fits that. I feel bad for the horror game that I refunded too, because it was like indie made. I found out about it through the guy who does like what if rosters or builder rosters, because he mentioned it during his Halloween episode, because it started out as like a free Mugen game where all the characters were actually like Freddy, Jason, Ghostface and that, but then like they wanted to make their own game. They can't use those guys, so they have to do legally distinct characters. And sadly, they might have been great Mugen programmers, but they weren't great programmers. And their game kind of sucked. Vengeance calls for bloodshed relentlessly, filling Maya's mind with gruesome images of her order's demise, attempting to entice her into bloodlust. But yeah, so far the only company that could, well, not only, but like the only one that would be able to make a game like that and build traction to get to the point where they could do more horror characters that are actual licensed characters would be Dead by Daylight. Because I think if Dead by Daylight made a fighting game, just like how League of Legends is making a fighting game right now, they have brand recognizable characters that they own. Like they have Trapper and Trickster and all those guys. I played as them all and I know them all. It's just that my brain's not really, like, it's 3:30 in the morning. My brain's not functioning right now. Trying to think of the other characters. They have the Spirit, which is basically their version of an Onryo. Legion, that's their character as well. My boy Osu, his favorite character, Deathslinger. The Wraith. Damn it, stop blocking, dickhead. Oh my god, he's gonna kill me off that. Fuck. I should have grabbed him. He was just blocking everything. But I wanted to get the Ultra combo. Rematch that shit. We're not cowards. God, they could start out with 8. They could probably get away with 8 for a fighting game. Although rosters aren't that small usually. And usually when they are that small, people complain. Like I'm always unhappy with fighting game rosters in general, because like I feel like we went from back in the day where we were like, how can we fit everyone in, to how can we fit like the least amount of characters in so we can get everybody in later as DLC. And then there's also the my favorite excuse now is like they don't fit the story, so they're not coming into the game. But fucking Tekken and Mortal Kombat and fucking Street Fighter will purposely leave people out of their game, but they will conveniently resurrect Bison and anyone from the Mishima family, or find reasons to have certain characters that should be dead come back. But you know what? We can't fucking put Dudley, who's alive and well in our game, because he doesn't fit the story. But Bison, who has died 3 times, we gotta bring him back, and especially as DLC.
You're not worthy prey.
You're very shiny.
Awesome victory!
So that's why I always like, whenever I hear the reason why the roster is smaller, because most of the characters don't fit the story. I always fucking call bullshit on that. You just don't want them on the roster or whatever. Maya begins to wonder. Also, it's probably because they're not marketable. Just say that. I would be fucking happy with that. The reason why we're not bringing fucking Striker back is because he's not marketable. I'd be like, alright. Makes sense. Maya begins to wonder if the window in her mind is working both ways. If Conra watches her just as she watches him. Yeah, but that's another tangent about fighting games, that the rosters are kind of just shrinking for no reason. Other than they want to make these characters DLC. Like, I'll be honest with you, the 3D era games, Mortal Kombat worked great, but it was kind of cool that they were like, we're putting everyone in our game. And that was another thing that was cool about Smash, is that they were just like, everyone's here. We'll have Snake, we'll have this guy, we'll have Cloud. Which that was cool. And then another one where it was like, everyone's here. Marvel versus Capcom 2. I think there was only like maybe a handful of characters that didn't come back from the original games. Which that one was easier because it was sprites, so it's just like they just transferred over sprites. King of Fighters did the everyone's here every once in a while. And I'm not saying every character should have all their whole entire roster come back. Like, I understand that there's also disc base and other things. But to me, it just feels like you can have more than fucking 16. So many games have proven that you can have more than the number of guys that some of these fighting games have on their current roster. Like I said, DLC was a blessing and a curse for the gaming industry. Because where it started out, where it was like, oh, we have more content. in our favorite games, it also became, guess what? We're gonna have less content on the disc so we can sell you the fucking
You're not
DLC
worthy
later.
prey.
Awesome victory.
Not every game is like that. I feel like there's a few games like RPGs and shit, and some shooters and some other things. I shouldn't say all shooters, but some games that like have a story to it, they'll add to the story and add little side stuff with DLC. But with fighting games, it does feel like a fucking, hey man, remember how we used to have like 30 some people on the roster, and it looked like we were just gonna keep on getting more and more characters on the roster as we kept growing? Yeah, nah. Nah, 16 and then maybe a couple with DLC. And 16 is being generous. I think fucking, how many fucking, I feel like sometimes they start with 8 and then the rest are DLC, and majority of them are DLC. I don't know, it feels greedy to me. That's why I kind of don't like it. I mean, it is what it is. The games are great and all, but I kind of miss the days where we could have a massive roster of characters. Yeah, I could like look through the roster and be like, oh, holy shit, there's so many fighting game characters. I don't know. I miss having a lot of shit. Maya feels the pull towards bloodlust from the dagger. Her actions become more reckless as the daggers war for control over her mind.
Ready. Fight.
I gotta stop getting on tangents that make me talk a lot during those reading sections, because these videos are getting long. And with my Wrestle With It, my latest Wrestle With, well, it won't be out yet, but the Wrestle With It that I recorded, which is gonna be WWF Attitude. That one went an hour long, and it felt like it was never going to upload. Which I also had other problems with that game. I actually got my first copyright block with that game because of the intro to the game. Which I hope I wasn't saying anything too important during that intro, because I had to cut it out completely. It also got claimed as well because of Goldust's theme of all things. What was crazy was don't pause. Say it while you're fucking fighting. Goldust's theme got fucking copyright claimed, but one of the wrestlers, Kurgan, comes out to ICP's The Oddities,
You're not
or The
worthy
Greatest
prey.
Show, whatever the fuck that song is. I'm not an ICP fan.
Supreme victory.
But it plays the whole song throughout his whole entrance. The da 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 da. And that's an actual.
Hundreds of years ago, Khan Ra settled in South America to study the dark arts in solitude. As his power grew, so did his ambition, and he used the power of the daggers on the local tribes. Bending their minds to his will, he enslaved them, forcing them to build a great temple for him to rule from, and large constructs to focus his powers. Many innocents died before the Night Guard finally captured him. Unable to be destroyed, he was burned alive, his ashes sealed in the temple he once called home, and touching his daggers was forbidden. Sneaking into the sorcerer's study, Maya discovers Khan Ra performing a dark ritual. The evil of this place courses through her veins, every stone whispering nightmares in her mind. The daggers sense Khan Ra's presence. and they call to him.
Ruh-roh. But yeah, as I was saying, ICP is like a actual rap group band type thing. Their shit did not get copyright claimed. Yeah, I didn't silence it at all. I tried talking over it. Which, I talked over the fucking Goldust theme too. But somehow the Goldust theme got claimed and not fucking ICP. Go fucking figure. What's even funnier is, like, I also wrestled against X-Pac. And I play as Owen Hart. And I wrestle against, like, a lot of guys who have very recognizable themes and very popular themes. Didn't get copyright claimed. Just Goldust. X-Pac comes out to the DX theme. That didn't get claimed. Who else did I wrestle in that? I honestly don't think I wrestled anybody else that has like super recognizable themes. I wrestled Mark Henry, who has his own version of the... Oh damn, we didn't get the ultra combo on him. Oh well.
You're not worthy prey.
Wrestled Mark Henry, who has his own version of the Nation theme. It was just odd that, like, out of all the themes,
Maya savors Conrad's screams as he is pulled into the portal, wishing to ensure his end. Maya peers into the abyss, and something inside pierces her mind, showing her a terrible vision of a nearby future. Creatures pouring out of portals into cities across the world, killing innocents at will. The dream of the Night Guard lost forever, and the heroes of the world corrupted or destroyed. The nightmare is burned beneath her eyes. It is an omen of things to come. Maya returns to South America to reform the Night Guard and gather all the allies she can in preparation for the war she knows is coming.
cool. Yeah, it was just odd to me that, like, out of all the fucking themes that got claimed, it wasn't the actual song from an actual album. It was Goldust. But yeah. Oh, we could have had all three of Maya's. That would have been the first one we ever got all three of. Oh well. We got TJ Combo left. And we've got all three of hers, all three of his, two of his, two of hers. And after that, it'll be Shadow Lords if we continue to play this game. If Shadow Lords is just a dumb mode that's boring as hell, then I will probably just show off the DLC characters in like a one-on-one battle and try to do their ultimate and ultra combos. I wish there was a way to just practice the ultras, because I want to show the stage ultras, but I haven't been able to get them. I don't even know what they look like. I kind of want to be surprised by them, but at this point I'm like, should I just look them up and see what they are? Because I can't get them. Anyways, like, favorite, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.